Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Monday, the 13th of June, 2022, about 7 o'clock in the evening. I think that's what I saw. Yeah, about 7 o'clock in the evening. It is 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity is at 76%. It's been raining off and on. 30 degrees Celsius. So, a little humid. It's really not too bad out at the moment. But thought I would get out of the house for a little bit and do a vlog. I've been working around the, working in my room, sorting through boxes and whatnot again. But yeah, that gets old quick. So, like I said, I figured I'd just go out and go for a ride. I need to go by the ATM and give that a quick check, because they still got my bank is back up online for the most part, but their login thing is still a mess. You try to log in online and it says, please wait, you are 2,800 something in line. Yeah, I ain't waiting that long just to check my balance. I can get to the ATM and back before that happens. So, I could wait until, early this morning and do it, because there's no real worry, no real concern, no rush about it. I've got a decent idea how much I have in the bank. I try to keep a somewhat close total in my head. I might be off by $10 or $20, but anyway. So, let's see, I was thinking about coming out and doing another one of the paint deals earlier today, and it was raining. So it's actually dried up. You can't even tell it was raining earlier. But I came out. I was ready to do another one of those paintings, and I was like, nope, can't do that now. So the skies are still overcast. And ain't nothing but a thing. I'll get to it. I say that, I do that all the time. I get an idea in my head, a project in my head, it gets postponed, and then I just don't get to do it, get around to doing it. That's why I'm finding so many of these little projects and what have you as I'm sorting through stuff. The wooden plaques. Today, I refound, I guess, because I tossed them into a box a couple weeks ago, but I refound a couple of small wooden boxes, like 4 by 5 by 4 inches or something. So I was thinking about doing those, maybe doing an alcohol ink stain, see how that works. That's a possibility. But I don't know why I originally bought them, other than the fact that they're neat little boxes. So, anyway. I should probably, yeah, it would probably be a good idea to go ahead and do an ink one. I haven't done one. I haven't seen anybody do an ink stain, alcohol ink staining on wood on a YouTube video. So, anyhow, make sure y'all can't see what I'm doing here. I almost can't reach the machine. Alright. So how close was I? I'll go ahead and clear out because there's somebody behind me. Yeah, that's about where I thought I was going to be. So, and we are almost halfway through the month. I'm not doing too badly. Not having to drive every day definitely makes a difference. We're not having to drive 40 miles every day makes a difference. I think it's 40 miles. Probably, no, I think it was more than that. Anyway, I was putting on a lot of mileage. So, but I do my best thinking and whatnot while I'm driving. So, you know, coming up with ideas, trying to think of, like right now, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to put stuff up on top of the loft. Top, you know, the loft that's built on top of my bed. There's a lot of stuff that, I mean, I could probably just take everything that I've got up there because it's just kind of thrown up there haphazard. And so I could probably just take everything off, organize that a little better, and then put a lot of the bins that I'm thinking about re-going through or resorting, and just put them up there. They don't have to be resorted. If I know, you know, this one's got mostly paints and brushes in it, then, you know, that's good to go. And I've also got space under the bed for a couple of bins. So, you know, I'm really tired of going through all my junk. Although it probably needs to be done. And like I said, I'm still finding it. I went through a box last night. I think it was last night that I found those wooden boxes. And there was, you know, just stuff that I was going through it. It's like, all right, art stuff. And yeah. A lot of it can just get thrown in, you know, put away the way it is. Unless there's something like I use a lot that I want to put someplace, you know, special. Maybe not special. Special isn't the right word, but like all my Dremels. You know, I've got all my Dremel stuff in a box, or what doesn't fit in a box is in its own box, and those boxes are right by each other. So all my electrical stuff is pretty much that way, but and different electrical stuff too, like house wiring and vehicle wiring are two different things, so they're in two different boxes. But my leather stuff, that's still all over the place. I actually found in the box the last box that I was going through, I found another whole box of leather stuff, like snaps and rhinestones and stuff like that, and the tool for it and all that good stuff. So I don't know. I also found a box full of old perfume bottles, which I kind of remember collecting them up. I had an idea to use them for in some of my kits, you know, for alcohol or what have you, and they're a pain in the neck to refill. So there was probably half a dozen, and nothing special, just like, you know, little square bottles or what have you. So they went out to the bin. I did keep a couple of cool ones. One's kind of a faceted cone, and it's like a ruby red, and that'll go really neat on a staff. So I kept that aside. Of course, I've also got a chrome skull that can go on a staff. I've got a resin skull that can go on a staff. I really don't need any more staves, hiking poles. But just because I don't need them doesn't mean I can't make them. So we shall see. Oh, no way, I'm tired. I got like 14 hours sleep. More like just bored, I guess. I do like to drive, even if I'm doing like I am right now, and I've got no destination in mind. Just kind of like I did the painting, you know, just out here and let the bumper tell me where to go. I'm not going to get too far away from the house, just because gas prices are so high. But I'll go up here, get off, and go like through the college and work my way back. Back home. So contemplating stopping and getting something to eat, but by the same token, I was also thinking, somebody posted earlier today, they did a BLT, and that had me thinking, it's like, I've got bacon flavored Spam, which is actually pretty good. I can cut it down fairly thin and fry that up. And I've got canned tomatoes, which some people don't like canned tomatoes. I I prefer them to some of the unripe tomatoes you buy at the store, especially now that the prices are so high. So I got the tomatoes, I got peppers and onions, I've got lettuce. So I was thinking about a BLT bowl instead of a sandwich. So that's a possibility. I was also kicking around the possibility of going out to the river and cooking dinner out there, do a dehydrated or a rehydrated meal. I don't know. I should have gone the other way if I wanted to do that. Anyhow. So I don't know. I guess I'll just head on home and make something up at the house. I've got to finish up. I've got some roast beef in there. I need to finish that up. Maybe I'll do a cheesy roast beef ramen, only using pasta. Maybe? I don't know. I've got ramen too, so I cooked up some of the boxed macaroni from the cheap macaroni and cheese. I cooked that up in the microwave yesterday. I only cooked up half a box. It took 9 minutes in the microwave, which is quite a bit longer than the ones you get in the single cup servings, but not really as long as waiting for water to boil and then cooking the noodles for almost 10 minutes. So then I used, instead of the cheese packet, I used the canned cheese dip, the nacho cheese, with some tuna fish and sambal and some other things. So it wasn't great. It was edible, it was tasty, but yeah, something that it didn't quite jive. It could have been my taste buds too, because I made up a cup of decaf coffee and I used some hot honey, spicy honey, and chocolate. So that was my beverage, and that may have thrown off the other tastes, because it didn't go together as well as I thought it was going to. I like chocolate in coffee. That goes over rather well. I don't know what they used to make their spicy honey, their hot honey. Likes hot honey. Something in it just it didn't work. It didn't work for me anyway. So I won't be doing that again. That's for sure. I mean, the decaf and the chocolate, yeah. And that's the other thing. I don't usually add anything but chocolate. So I do have that. Was it Evan Williams bourbon flavored chocolate that I got from my friend way up there north in Georgia. That's like almost at the end of the bottle. You gotta sit there and hope and pray. But I mean, I use just plain Hershey's for the most part. So that worked. don't know that I'll be doing this all the time. The next couple of days I'll be heading over towards the daughter's house. I've got the tutor thing to do tomorrow. I may cook out at the river tomorrow on the way home. Excuse me. And then Wednesday and Thursday I have to go over and watch the boys in the afternoons. Thursday I'll probably stay there for dinner. So you know, the next 3 nights are kind of, oh, I can't go out to the river tomorrow night. That's right, I got that birthday party to go to. The birthday dinner for my granddaughter. I think she's going to be 10. I think. I could be wrong. She could be going on 11. So, man, I'm terrible with ages. But I gotta pencil that in a little harder in my head. I'll take a fresh shirt with me. It's one thing down here. You should always have something to wipe down stinky parts and a clean shirt, because even if you leave the house nice and fresh, if you get out and you're doing anything in the heat, yeah, you're not fresh anymore. So little alcohol spray and little ode to skunk and fresh shirt. Good to get. I reckon we're getting to be here 22 minutes. We'll make it a little closer to home, I guess, if I have any more to say. I'm not sure. I haven't done anything in my garden this year, in my yard. It's kind of disappointed because of how much shade there is and how poorly my plants performed last year. And now I'm going to be on the really shaded side of the property. So I want to get a couple things. I want to get like a couple of bromeliads, and maybe a pothos plant or something to that effect. That, you know, plants that kind of like bright shade. It's not sunlight. It's not dark shade. But you know, it's on the shaded side of the mobile home and under a giant oak tree. So not a whole lot of light. My ferns do well over there. So I think the bromeliads will work. Maybe an orchid or two. They're not real difficult to take care of down here, except when the weather starts getting cold. And I'm not sure I have a place to keep them when the weather gets cold, because it gets cold in the house too. But anyway, we're getting to the point where this thing's going to shut off, so let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I see y'all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. It's lots, y'all.